boy, it is time to get into our European Week 3 of the Rocket League Championship Series. I'm going to start things off here with Triple Trouble versus PSG. I'm Wavepunk. I've got an Achieves here next to me, the dynamic duo, as some of our friends have been calling us in the back. Anyways, how do we feel about PSG in this matchup right now, Achieves?
I like PSG. Again, the whole Telestrator segment, they were able to generate a ton of great offense. James made a fair point. You know, maybe Farah's shooting won't be quite as on point as it was last week. Very possible, because it is tough. He was hitting bangers of shots from really tight angles. So can he do it again? Maybe. You'd like to see it.
It was against Dignitas. So you'd think that that would be like the, all right, cool, wow, if you can do that against Dignitas, you can do it against anybody. But at the same time, it is such a it is the most difficult thing for any player or any team to be consistent on is the accuracy, the shooting on the goal line. He was shooting lights out. It was like every single shot was on target. It was never missing. If he can keep that going, they're going to win the World Championship. They're going to be amazing if he can keep shooting like that. But that is, again, like we said, the most difficult thing to do here in Rocket League.
PSG has always had a penchant of kind of playing, we like to call them the gatekeepers, right? And they always have that ability to take teams off of other teams that are ranked higher above them, but they've never really been able to be like, yes, we're the best team unequivocally. And you got to see, like you said, they could win the World Championship if they're on fire like that. So it's good that they had an awesome week last week. Come out here, start strong versus Triple Trouble, because you have another match later on today. Got to get the train rolling right now.
I'm excited to see it. Triple Trouble here have they started off strong against the Bricks, but have struggled to find any results since then. So we'll see what they are able to do here against PSG in week number 3. A best of 5 here, starting on DFH. It's Farah up in the corner, sends it onto the wall, and now loose in the midfield. It'll be Chaussette past 1. Casio advancing the ball to Ranaki, but Farah comes over the top of him. Able to intercept that and then win on the wall again. Back to the corner. So they begin this game. Some solid offensive control. This is something I was noticing before the restart. It seems like both teams are giving each other quite a bit of space in the midfield. It seems like there's a lot of time, like if one team wanted to be aggressive, they would just have uncontested contact in the midfield because the other team has been slow. Fruity, though, off the post and back out as he beaten one defender and had a chance at a shot. Fair now with a loft. Tadpole will dump it back into the midfield.
Some dribble games as well coming out from both teams. Nobody really able to make a big play, though. Farah with an opportunity to find Chaussette. It's going to be a tough read. Actually, Tadpole got a piece of it, and that'll kill the drive for PSG.
Casio coming off the wall. Farah was able to meet him on the 1v1. The ball now in the blue corner. Ranaki up on the ceiling, actually misses. Chaussette comes off the wall, flicks it over Tadpole. Casio in the midfield, happy to pick up the ball and put it back into the blue. A back and forth affair. It's Fruity out to Farah. Ranaki putting this one high. Now the pass into the Casio. The infield shot goes to the corner.
Great option from Triple Trouble. Like you said, still a lot of space in the midfield. Able to have an uncontested shot. Missed it, and that will be Fruity from his own end. Wasn't sure if someone was going to be back or not, but I guess not.
Fruity able to find it just barely before Tadpole could get there. A nice 103-kilometer worm burner into the goal. PSG strikes first here in game number 1. Triple Trouble with some decent scoring opportunities, but nothing hitting the back of the net just yet.
Again, that kickoff for PSG, Fruity was talking about in the interview, they spent a lot of time working on it. I can respect that. As we say plenty of times, few things beat a quality start, and PSG are in the first possession here off the first goal that was scored.
Chaussette now, the boomer out of his own back third. Here comes Farah with the follow-up. The shot's a bit wide. Ranaki Casio advancing on the defense. The pass back from Fruity. Chaussette onto the wall. And Farah comes flying in, looking for the angle from the corner. Gets it into the box, but it's sent away by Casio. Now Fruity with a shot up or high.
Oh,
wow. The back of his bumper again, but not on target. Chaussette comes in. Casio with another save. Farah with the last opportunity. Off the backboard. One more tap, carrying it down. Tadpole gets it away, and the offense can't find it in. Chaussette one more time.
Yes,
Fruity
there we go.
Finally puts it in. PSG, so much pressure. Get 2.
Yeah, it felt like I was watching the Telestrator segment all over again. It was just pressure, 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 and finally, they just keep the cycle up, steal the corner boost, cycle around to the midfield line, and eventually, it had to find its way home.
Saves and clears, 2 different things, and you need both to play proper defense. Triple Trouble had all the saves in the world, but could not get the pressure out of their box. Fair up onto the wall. Tadpole now. And across midfield. Chaussette plays it over his head. Fair goes up to try find the deflection. Can't make it happen. Now Cassio out of the corner. Fruity moving in now. Tadpole and Ronicky both challenging Farah. So he makes it through one. A neutral contact between Chaussette and Cassio. Now Cassio moving up alongside Ronicky, a double commit, but they get the ball all the way into the corner. Fruity now with the response down the field, up to Farah, intercepted by Tadpole.
You really got to wonder how that double commit even happened. It was pretty clear that Ronicky's teammate had that ball, not understanding exactly why he even ended up right on his shoulders.
Cassio into the corner. Farah with a quick turn. Cassio with the miss. Farah maybe faking out multiple players. Comes Ronicky now down the field, looking for Tadpole in the corner. Can't make it happen. Chaussette will pick up the ball control. Stalls it out at midfield. The 1v1's going neutral on both sides. Pass from Ronicky. Farah's following this one wheel to wheel. Tadpole though moves up. Now Chaussette lofted high. Fruity getting hounded in net. Ronicky will play it across the goal, but not into the goal. Cassio's too far back to help him out. PSG moves back down the field. Fruity with the pass out. Fair tries to get up in time, but Tadpole moves in quickly, sends it off to the side. Now Chaussette with one win. Demolition on Ronicky in the midfield as Tadpole and Cassio double commit on the backboard. Ronicky will spawn into that back line. Now an excellent touch down the field, looking for his teammate. Tadpole puts it in the midfield. Here comes Cassio looking for a shot. Tadpole into the box to create confusion, but Chaussette gets it away.
Tadpole is making a couple of big plays, getting the ball past the midfield line, bumping people in front of the goal and trying to make it as easy a shot for his teammates as possible. Unfortunately, PSG able to hang with it, and that is a missed clear. Will they be punished? No, Tadpole able to make that recovery effort too.
Saved himself. Ronicky's touch goes into the middle. Cassio's up and extends it down the field. Tadpole tried to find the redirect, but it wasn't there. Now Farah on the side with two in front of them, both backwards. Signs the shot, but Ronicky gets it away. Shot set up onto the wall. Ronicky with a response. 16 seconds remaining. Triple trouble yet to score in the game. Up by 2. PSG just need to hold on for the next 8 seconds. The touches come through. Tadpole up with the shot. Again, not quite there. The ball will hit the ground. PSG will take game number 1. And triple trouble with good movement in the midfield, a place where we see a lot of teams struggle this season. Managed to get the ball into the enemy corners in front of the enemy box. But it seems when it comes down to the shot, they are constantly having to put it onto the backboard one more time and need another teammate to come in to take the actual shot on target. And by then, PSG has always managed to find a clear. Yeah,
it was a pretty good job. I agree with you. Triple trouble, especially towards the end of that game. Definitely able to break out of their own half and put a couple of solid pushes up the field together. But yeah, actually getting that final touch on net, never really able to materialize, and PSG definitely outshooting them 7-9-2. So well done for PSG. Actually, triple trouble not even really able to generate that same physical pressure that you saw before the restart as well.
Yeah, no, they had to play so much defense. They did, got 5 saves there in the box, but it's not the place you want to be playing defense on the goal line. And I think I would be surprised.
They probably all came from that one sequence.
All 5 of the saves coming from that same moment there, just back and forth, and the pressure from PSG. And that is literally the difference between the two teams right now. It seems that both teams have good opportunities to score, but Chaussette and company's shots are on target. They're going on the goal. You have to save them. You have to get in the way of the ball. Or PSG can say, oh, well, you missed. I'm just going to let the backboard do its thing, and I'm going to pick it up and transition onto offense.
But PSG as well, the shooting not quite as on form as it was last week. That was kind of one of the questions. Yes, they did a great job. Can they rinse and repeat? They kept the great pressure up. Still a lot of good challenge aggression and well-timed out of the midfield. But if you see that shooting take another couple of steps up, triple trouble could be in trouble. There we go. Thank you.
In 3 times as much trouble. It is worth noting as well that both teams agreed to the restart of the match. So that is, if you were curious if either team was protesting, they did not.
So game number 2, triple trouble. Again, I agree with you. Like to see that pressure that Tadpole was able to generate materialize in the form of some more shots, but currently PSG unwilling to let the ball out of the orange half.
Fair up to Chaussette. Cassio with a block. Now back down Fruity, looking to get it away. Tadpole trying to play this in the corner. Chaussette's right there as well. Cassio now back over to Tadpole. Nice transition near the ceiling. Fruity with an adjustment, doesn't make contact. Ronicky's shot again high, bumping the goalies. Cassio needs to put it on target, and he does actually make it to where it would have gone in, but the defense finally had time to reset. Now the transition down the field. Chaussette takes the shot. Tadpole gets it away, and now looking to do it by himself. Fair will break up the play. And Fruity now up, looking for Farah. Nice pass play to move it all the way back into the orange.
Really nice job getting themselves out of a tough spot on transition. The ability to find your teammates on your own halves and get that ball to open space. Such a valuable tool as Farah keeps it close here in the midfield line.
Farah trying to carry it out. Ronicky able to find him, and now Cassio off the ceiling. Here comes Chaussette. Off Tadpole to the corner. Fruity, a nice pass back inwards again. Tadpole needs to get up and in the way. Farah now off the wall. So Ronicky playing it laterally to Cassio. Moving to the other side of the field. Looking for less PSG influence. Ball now in the PSG corner. Chaussette back out to midfield. Pass to Fruity, winning the 1v1, and now with Chaussette in support, they'll take the shot for the upper 90. Cassio gets it off the corner, but Fruity comes in and punches it through. PSG's got the lead.
Patience from Fruity, but it all comes down to this touch from Chaussette here, aimed towards the upper right. And Cassio was so close to being able to fit it around that post. Just unfortunate. Couldn't kick it out to the corner. And again, that PSG pressure that looked so good last week continues to find success in week 3.
3:19 on the clock. PSG, the only team to score so far in the series. It's Cassio towards the corner, off the wall. Fruity up. Ronicky manages to win this and drop it straight down, but Farah comes in and sends it to the side, finding the clear. Farah now setting up for Chaussette. Beats it past Cassio. Fruity, the backwards pass, looking for Chaussette. Ronicky out to Tadpole. Nice infield, back out to Ronicky, looking for the shot, but Chaussette able to make the save, get it away. Farah blocking another one. Fruity set up a net, waiting for Ronicky's challenge. He gets it across the net, but couldn't find the shot. Tadpole not willing to commit that deeply with his teammate. Cassio now down. Chaussette playing it into the orange towards the triple trouble box. Fruity now out. Farah back. The demolition in net. Ronicky will move in time, but is demolished himself. Still the power play. Chaussette sends it into the corner. Cassio without able to make contact. Ronicky comes in, and Tadpole gets a clear to the corner. A critical one, but Chaussette's still lurking in front of the box. A pop over 2. Here comes Farah to finish it off and put it in. PSG's up by 2.
And Farah was in total damage control mode there. Over on the right-hand side of the screen, because both of his teammates just went for the same ball, and he missed the touch. And I thought that Triple Trouble might have been able to catch PSG on the counterattack, but they weren't really geared up to find a big clear and put PSG in a tough spot. So it just allowed Farah to recover, and all of PSG, in fact, and they find a second goal out of it.
The amount of intentional contact PSG is getting off of their spoilers, off the backside of their car, it's been very impressive this game. Situations where you would not expect them to be able to beat a defender and get the ball in a position where their teammate can use it when their car is facing the wrong direction. It's happened time and time again. It's Farah now off the wall. Cassio's got him beat this time, but Chaussette carrying this a long ways. 2 players in front of him, looked for the flip reset, wasn't able to make use of it. Now the counterattack from Triple Trouble. Fruity up, past Cassio, over to Farah. Look at this passing plays. The players from Triple Trouble trying to intercept and break it up, but just a second too late every time. Ronicky out of his own corner. Was able to get it back to midfield, but Fruity now to the side. Ronicky will be there.
Here we go. Here's the first chance.
Chaussette popping this high. Cassio jumping it back down and in. Ronicky finds the shot and in. A nice infield pass. Chiefs, you saw it coming.
Well, it's just, that was the first opportunity. Chaussette could have got that ball going back the other way, because for the past maybe 10, 15 seconds, they were clearing the ball right into whatever Triple Trouble was waiting for, and they could just never get possession. And Chaussette had an opportunity to finally get that ball over in PSG's hands, firmly in control, and he just kicked it right at the midfield line. It came right back at him.
Most important part, the accuracy. They had an opportunity, and they struck the first chance they had. Ronicky now with another one. Fruity sent it away. Ronicky demolished in the corner. It's Tadpole advancing. Cassio behind. Puts it in the midfield, but again, Ronicky not there. Cassio had to adjust with the shadow. Now Fruity back down to Chaussette. Sending this one high. Ronicky's moving out. Nobody home for Triple Trouble. They're all a little bit out of position, but the threat on the ball was enough to scare off PSG. Fruity now coming off the ceiling. Chaussette demolished in net, but Fruity follows along, holds on to ball control, coming from the ceiling and now into the corner. He's got Farah in the midfield, tries to get the pass out to him. Farah's up for it, tries to find the shot, but Ronicky able to block him at the point of contact. With 30 seconds left, a 1-goal game. The pass from Cassio to Ronicky, broken up by Fruity. Will be Tadpole out of his back third.
And Triple Trouble are so close to finding that last gap to shoot the ball through again. They're going for those aggressive bumps on the goal line. It's just can they win the ball in the midfield and beat the challenge, and they will not be able to do it there either. Fruity able to make a save.
Tadpole was where he needed to be, but with 10 seconds left, Triple Trouble's got to find the ball and get it into the back of the net. Tadpole now off the wall by himself, doesn't make contact, and Farah is happy just to punt this one long ways. Ronicky now tasked with the full court carry, and he can't even get underneath the ball. Gets it off the corner, and now moving back down the field up against two. Tadpole and Cassio both looking for the shot. Chaussette plays it into the corner. Farah up as well, gets it past two, and this looks rough. Farah should be able to punt this into the ground. PSG takes 2 games in a row.
Well done for Triple Trouble to at least have a chance at 0 seconds after that unfortunate miss in the midfield line that cost them the last 5 seconds. Had to go the whole way in the air. And they at least got onto the PSG half. They just couldn't find that last chance. But Triple Trouble doing a nice job cutting off a lot of PSG's passing lanes. Still limiting a lot of shots this game compared to game number 1. It was 4 and 5 for Triple Trouble. And PSG gonna have to maybe try a little bit harder in game number 3 if they want to come out with a win, because Triple Trouble on defense have already stepped it up a notch.
It feels that PSG, one of the differences between the teams is PSG's ability not just to save, but also to clear within the same sort of contact. They're not having one player stopping the shot and another player coming in to bail it to the corner. The same contact will put the ball from the goal into the corner, and it was like you saw Chaussette there at the end. They needed to get that out of their back third as quickly as possible on the back wall. Was able to wrap that one around past 2 of the inbound offenders, and then it was fair to put it into the ground. There's a few times that they've done that, and that has been something that we saw Triple Trouble struggling. Triple Trouble? I said that right?
Triple Trouble struggling.
Struggling with that in game number 1.
Yeah, and PSG, I agree with you. The clear game also much better. Always able to find a teammate, or like you said, quality contact on the first touch, and that is definitely something Triple Trouble could improve upon going on into game number 3, is that will definitely help get the ball out into space and going the other way.
I'm still amazed with PSG's passing game right now.
It's good.
Hitting the ball, using every side of their car, every surface they have available to them. It doesn't matter what direction they're facing. They're like, I can figure out a way.
I'll get it there.
I'll get the physics down here. Now Triple Trouble backs against the wall. Ronicky with a pass down to Tadpole. Farah gets the block, but Ronicky puts it back into the box, and they can't get there in time. PSG, they need to start off strong, and this is a great way to do it.
Well, they were working on the kickoffs, but this one did not go their way. Tadpole down the middle, and Ronicky just landed, and thankfully it came right back to him. Fruity oh so close, but the kickoff boost runs into issues for PSG, and they cannot make that save.
11 seconds in, Triple Trouble's on the board. Their first lead of the series. Chaussette coming off the wall, gets it past 2, but Tadpole does manage to get a wheel onto it and send it to the side. Just Farah now dropping this one. Farah out to challenge, gets the demolition on the Tadpole. Ronicky up, a shot towards the goal. Chaussette will send it a long ways out, and Fruity, airborne as well, extends it into the corner. Tadpole moves in, beats Farah to the ball, and now chasing it down himself to get the pass across to Ronicky. Pass Fruity, and now it's all up to Chaussette in the back with some space to work with. We'll get it underneath Tadpole. Cassio waiting for it, finds Ronicky on the far side, finds the shot towards the goal. It's just high off the crossbar. And PSG will transition on the counterattack. Tadpole makes the save.
They almost caught Fruity going for boost there and had a 2-goal lead, but unfortunately the shot accuracy right off, and that demo from PSG might open up a good opportunity here. Down into the middle, and Tadpole able to make a nice save.
Tadpole makes the save. Farah had opened up some space, and all 3 PSG players could have gone for that ball. It was interesting that Fruity was the player the furthest away who actually was the first to make contact, but now the pass down to Chaussette. He finds the shot, but Tadpole in the way, so it was a bit wide. Now back into the middle. Farah out to Fruity. Ronicky and net, Cassio on the wall. Cassio picks this up on 2 touches. Fruity not able to find it, and Chaussette neither. An opening here for Triple Trouble.
Chaussette definitely thrown for a loop there. However, Farah able to buy a few precious moments, and he will let Fruity go for this one as well, just because that angle was so much better. However, again, more physical pressure coming out from Triple Trouble. They get the demo on the line, and this time the shot's on target, and it's 2-0.
They found 2 demos. Were able to find the infield pass again. Scored on it twice now in this series. An excellent play that Triple Trouble can rely on at this point if they continue to find opportunities, though. PSG has been breaking up the passing line.
That actually went all the way back to when they missed that ball at the midfield line, because Chaussette was ready to go forward, and that first miss just went right over his head and left PSG in a bad spot, and they just couldn't recover off it. And this one off the kickoff will go in. 3-0, and Triple Trouble kind of cruising here in game 3.
Starting to bounce back. The kickoffs in their favor. And Ronicky finds the boomer from his own half. Post helps him out a little bit there, and now up by 3. PSG, who outscored Triple Trouble 4-0.
4-1.
Or 4-1, excuse me, in the first 2 games. Now down by 3.
Now, you do have plenty of time if you're PSG. It's not the end of the world here, but we've said it more than once. Sometimes it's tough to close it out for PSG, so you feel like game number 4 is going to have to be it if this goes that far, if PSG can't find a way back here.
Solid touch from Chaussette. Tadpole pressuring area in the air above the box. Now off the wall again. Lucky for them, Tadpole far in the back, not able to make the shot. As PSG created a bit of an opening. Now Tadpole across. Ronicky moves in. Fruity beats him. Up to Farah in the corner. Looking to set up his teammates past one. Here comes the shot, and Chaussette puts it in. PSG on the board here in game number 3. They're going to need 2 more.
Nice job from Fruity going to the outside, getting around that defender, and Farah, great command going around that corner. So easy to mistime that bounce as it goes around, and you just tip it the wrong way. So perfectly timed out of the corner from Farah. Fruity with great vision to get it out, and the execution to get it into the middle for Chaussette. Beautiful team effort from PSG there.
That poof goal explosion cracks me up.
I love it. It's so great.
Funny. If you want that goal explosion, Rocket Pass 3 dropped this past week. Wonderful way to enjoy the games. Cassio off the wall, now up towards Ronicky. Doesn't find it. Tadpole has to turn back around, and Chaussette puts some pressure on. Ronicky and Tadpole with a double commit. It's just going to be Cassio in the net as Farah actually sends it towards the goal, right onto Cassio's hood. Does not find his teammates. And Ronicky, a nice pass out to Tadpole, looking for the shot. Chaussette blocks him in the air. Farah out of the corner, looking to find his teammates now. Actually, will just carry it by himself as Chaussette falls back. Wasn't confident in his boost game.
Yeah, they had to give up the ball a little bit, and that means Tadpole has the first opportunity on this one, and that means PSG, if everyone's not on the same page, it just costs them extra time to get the ball going back the other way, and that will help Triple Trouble.
Cassio got isolated by the flick from Fruity, but his teammates do a great job bringing him back into the rotation and buying him time. Ronicky now off the wall. Chaussette up. Fruity airborne as well, but he'll ground himself back in net as he'll have to be there for the save, and he makes it. Fruity
they have a chance.
Now back out to Farah with the shot long ways down the field. If it's on target, it's in, but it's just wide. And Farah will have to look for Fruity here. Looks for the pass. Ronicky's there, and now back behind. Wow. It's Chaussette. It's got to scream back to make the save with 1:13 left to go. Still trailing by 2.
Triple Trouble made a massive mistake there. They all got caught right at the top of the PSG box, and Chaussette with a big wheel around in his own net will keep it at a 2-goal deficit. But PSG will be kicking themselves that they're not having a minute to play with here to get 1 more.
Gonna have to find 2. Fruity into his own corner. Farah onto the wall. A bit of confusion. The 2 PSG players. Nobody wanted to touch the ball. Chaussette now out to Farah. He'll beat Tadpole. Try to carry it past him, but Tadpole just watching the ball along. He'll make space for Cassio. Moves it back in. This game has been all Triple Trouble on the offense. Very few opportunities here, but Chaussette now looking for the ceiling pass down and in. Farah finds the shot. Ronicky blocks it on the goal line and has to get 2 touches to get it away, but he does. With 30 seconds left, they're still up by 2. Fruity to Chaussette now. Tadpole has to get there, but he can't do it. And now a 1-goal game.
Chaussette had to force this, and it made him challenge so quick after he saw Fruity missing. Didn't think twice. Said, we got to get it on target. And beautiful placement at the top of the net because Tadpole was coming off the back wall, and he saw him angle down. If he stays on that back wall, maybe Tadpole can get it. But perfect placement from Chaussette to get him within 1 with 20 seconds.
And again, the accuracy helping PSG here. They've had a few errors. It comes up in the moment when they need it most. Now with 11 seconds left, Tadpole makes 1. Farah gets demolished in the midfield. That'll open up a lot of space for Triple Trouble. But Fruity underneath 1, but bumped out of the way. Chaussette now moves in, wins the challenge. It's going to be all up to Farah. Where even is he? He's all the way in the back. And that's going to be Triple Trouble. Taking game 3, bouncing back. And we move into game 4. They're back still against the wall. We're going to have to reverse sweep PSG if they want to get the win here.
That one really got out of hand early for Triple Trouble. Look at that 3-goal lead at the 3-minute mark or so. And then they just kept the pressure going because at that point, with a 3-goal lead, you can really take your foot off the gas and just make sure you don't do anything silly. Unfortunately, Triple Trouble absolutely did do something silly, but PSG weren't able to capitalize on that when they all triple committed too far forward. So they got away with 1, but a well-deserved win because it looked good. Plenty of great pressure, still much more capable of generating pressure off the kickoff than PSG, and that helped.
Yeah, the kickoff game for Triple Trouble. Very instrumental here in game number 3. And PSG, I haven't seen their kickoffs haven't been something that have been particularly noteworthy for me in either direction. Not that it's been particularly bad, but I haven't noticed them making particular use of the kickoff, so maybe something to look at here in the future weeks.
Well, it's interesting, because that's what Fruity was talking about in his interview. He's like, we spend a lot of time working on the kickoff, so to have it not play off for them in a successful manner, I suppose I feel 2 games in a row now, really. Yeah. It's a little bit concerning, I would say.
Yeah, especially to see results going to the other side here for Triple Trouble.
Even worse.
PSG right now still 1 game away from securing this series. Triple Trouble, though, trying to make things difficult as we move on to Neo Tokyo. Can they continue their kickoff domination? Here's a nice play for PSG on the kickoff.
And you need to close it out if you're PSG. You absolutely have to, because you still have 1 more series today. You would hate to throw your first series starting off with a 2-0 lead, and then you get reverse swept. Just be devastating before you have to go on and play the bricks later.
Now, this has always been an issue for PSG, closing the series out. They're always good enough to ruin somebody's seasons, but struggle to actually string it all together themselves. And the way that PSG plays in games 1 and 2, always drastically different from when they play on match point. Ronicky with a shot.
Oh, on the money.
Plays over and over again. It's Triple Trouble, find the upper 90.
Cassio winning a couple challenges here in the corner, just wheeled right back around, says that's not a good clear, I can get that one, and just a perfect delivery to the top of the box, and ace placement for Ronicky.
4:29 left on the clock as Triple Trouble strike first again. Scored in 11 seconds in game number 3. Here in game number 4, similar story. So Ronicky now airborne, looking for more aggressive play. Goes over to the corner, here comes Cassio. Fruity out of his own box. Punted nice and high. Farah up. Tadpole not really in goal as Farah tries to find the shot, but Tadpole makes the save. Now the adjustment from Chaussette. He moves into the corner, trying to find Fruity in the mid. He'll get a demolition on a Ronicky, but Tadpole has a lot of space to work with. Here comes Farah now onto the backboard. Farah airborne again. 2 defenders up. Neither one with the best of touches, but they do get it to the corner. And Fruity wasn't able to dump it right back in. So Triple Trouble will be able to get out.
That's the one where you really had to be able to punish it too. Had one guy in a bad spot who couldn't make the clear off the back wall. It's all on Farah to deliver that all-important quick equalizer. Now they're going to have to battle for possession again off the midfield line.
Ronicky out to Tadpole, looking for the 0-degree angle, not going to find it, and then demolish. Tadpole and Cassio now having to fall back. Cassio pumps this one high and follows it up himself. Farah sets up in net and now looks for the deflection. Doesn't find anything. It'll be Fruity out, and Fruity doesn't find it either. Now Ronicky out to Tadpole. It's all up to Chaussette. The shot is just high.
Wow.
They had the opportunity to extend the lead, but couldn't make it happen. Farah will get it out to his corner.
And Triple Trouble, they got away with not being capitalized earlier, and they return the favor here in game number 4 and don't make it a 2-goal lead. 2 big whiffs from PSG on defense, and they got away with it.
3:05 on the clock. Chaussette into the corner looking for the read on Ronicky. Gets it past him, but Tadpole now. More control, back to Ronicky again on the wall. Cassio moving up. Tadpole back into the corner. Cassio advancing. 2 players in the corner, but Chaussette is able to get the wide shot away. And now carry it past Ronicky. Long one down. Tadpole makes the save. Good shot placement from PSG, but the defense is there. 2:41 approaching halftime. PSG yet to score. Here comes Fruity looking for it. 2 players up. The goal all empty. Chaussette dumps it back in. Cassio puts it high, but the pressure can still be on. Fruity now in to make it happen. Ronicky sends it to the side. Farah will look to connect with his teammates in the mid, but it goes behind him off the corner down the pitch. Tadpole gets it out to midfield. Now here comes Ronicky.
Triple Trouble caught way off guard by that mistouch. And it has put them squarely back on defense. Farah wants the back post, and he just can't get all the way over there. Wanted to make sure he got on target, so he got saved.
Cassio all the way down the field from his own box. Now into the corner, get the boost steal as well. As Tadpole tries to drop this down, Chaussette gets this one. Looks maybe for Fruity. Fruity is a distraction as they get this wall into the corner. Farah picking this up nice and slow. A dribble past 1. Cassio has to pop it high.
And you beat Tadpole
Here comes
one-on-one?
Chaussette, 1v1. Looks for the dunk, can't find it. Tadpole with some excellent play. Also over to the side. Ronicky, this one coming back down. A dangerous ball, but here comes Chaussette now looking for Fruity. Can he get it back to his teammate? Looking for the shot. Airborne in 1-2.
Oh, no.
In the tie game.
Did he take it away from his teammate diving out of the corner? This is a nice pass from Fruity to Chaussette, no doubt. But I think Cassio... Oh, he did. Oh, no. What an equalizer from PSG. Well executed, but a little bit of panic beats Triple Trouble.
Not able to get it, and now a tie game with 1:30 left to go, and Triple Trouble. They've been stringing together quite the offensive drives. They need to be strong on the defense as well. They're going to get out of this one with PSG. Farah now onto the backboard. Fruity stopping it. Cassio wins the challenge. Shawset now in his own corner. Approaching the final minute. Ronicky out, Fruity now looking for Shawset. Can he find the pass? Gets it into the corner. Tadpole be able to find this as well, but Farah now putting it up, back down. 1 minute remaining. Tadpole advancing. Teammates in support. Ronicky across the field. It'll be Fruity to pick it up this time. Down to the corner. Tadpole versus Farah. Looks for the shot. It's a bit high. Here comes Cassio to finish it off and score. Triple trouble. Take the lead back here in 45 seconds remaining.
And well-deserved. Ronicky out to the corner. Farah wanted that boost at first and just didn't think that that ball was going to kick as hard as it did back into the middle. And he just took himself from a bad spot to cannot make the follow-up effort. And triple trouble. They had just got it right back.
40 seconds remaining. PSG needing to find a goal, or else we're going to game 5. The closeout game, always the difficulty. Nice infield pass. Fruity can't get it through the front line defense. And here comes Cassio looking for Tadpole now in the corner. Farah with the challenge. Gets it to move down the field again, but into the waiting arms of Ronicky. Shawset now needing to find his teammate. He'll find Fruity in the mid. Can they pass it up to Farah? Can Farah get this one back into his teammate's hands with 16 seconds left? It's not going to happen. Shawset now all the way to the corner. And the last opportunities, Farah again, the boomer. Here comes Fruity with a pass across. Cassio gets it away. Shawset needs to find Farah in the midfield. He connects it with him, but Ronicky just taps it behind him, and that'll be triple trouble. 2 in a row. We go to game 5.
Great reactions from Ronicky to tip that one away and take any hope from PSG, and that will secure them a spot for game number 5. So the reverse sweep on the table.
Yeah.
And PSG, this is it.
This is all too familiar territory for PSG. 2 games cleanly off the bat, and now into game 5. They didn't think they'd be here. They have to find a way to clean out the nerves and just play clean Rocket League.
And we were talking about this at the start of this series. You know, there was a lot of space for both teams in the midfield. This time, Triple Trouble, I feel, have tightened it up a little bit more than PSG. It feels more often than not, PSG is allowing more space in the midfield, and Triple Trouble keeps squeezing as much as they can out of it.
Well, we'll see how they are able to move on to Champions Field. Well, this is saying it's going to be Manfield Night. I feel like it's going to be Champions Field. I'm down to playing either one, though.
Manfield Night is beautiful.
Oh, the crazy thing is, Manfield Night is if you are, this is just a fun fact about the maps in the game.
Is a fun fact about Manfield Night?
Manfield Night is the map that is just on the main menu. It's where your car is sitting. But the map wasn't added till like 2.5 years into the game or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Like you couldn't play on that map, despite it being the first map you see in Rocket League when you buy the game and you boot it up for the very first time. It's right there.
I just assumed it was DFH.
Yeah?
You learn something new
You think it would be, but no, it is Manfield Night, and we are playing on Manfield Night here. So,
let's get it rolling.
Mount Kernovi looms in the distance.
And PSG,
a best of 1 now.
They've had early struggles in games 3 and 4. And if they can keep it close, you feel like they stand a good chance.
A key thing for me to watch, if PSG can score first, it'll be a nice indicator that they have figured things out here. Because Triple Trouble, they have scored in the first 30 seconds of both games 3 and 4.
Yep.
Shawset out of his own half, keeping it high. Fruity and Farah, both far forward in their territory. Cassio to the side. Shawset wins the challenge. Looks for the bump on Ronicky. Doesn't find it. Now Fruity. Another shot towards the goal. And then challenges the play. Cassio and Tadpole. A bit of confusion in the corner, which leaves space for Farah to move in. Keep the drive going. Here comes Shawset underneath Tadpole. The 50-50 is going in PSG's favor, but they're all trapped in this corner right now. The contact from Triple Trouble has been just good enough to neutralize it. Again, cannot get this out of their box right now.
Shawset, that's 2 times now where he's had a pretty decent opportunity to get a good first touch on the ball. He just hasn't been able to square that one up. And now Triple Trouble breakout.
Cassio and Ronicky down the field, and it's into the goal. They got the bumps on the goalies, I believe, opening up all the space. And there's Triple Trouble scoring first again.
It was indeed Cassio just right in Shawset's face. And he was facing backwards, couldn't control his speed, didn't get turned around and do whatever he wanted. That one bump from Cassio just threw the biggest wrench into the PSG rotation.
That's how you do it. Remove the defense, and you can score. Ronicky now with an opportunity. Can he cut this one in? Goes for the boost instead. But Fruity will pinch it off him. Tadpole now off the wall, playing it high and dry. Farah moving up. Comes Cassio. Shawset looking for teammates. Put it onto the backboard. Tadpole extends it long ways down the field. Ronicky's moving up as well. Tadpole on the wall. As Fruity hovers behind the ball, Tadpole wins the challenge. Again, the contact from PSG just seems now just be going straight into Triple Trouble's arms over and over again. Every touch they make is immediately responded by Triple Trouble, edging the ball slightly closer to the goal. Finally, Farah chooses to keep it on his hood. Dribbled across midfield, gets Cassio beaten. Now Fruity out to Chaussette. Across, that's Tadpole beat as well. Ronicky now to the side. Here comes Farah. Neutral contact, and Ronicky right behind Cassio. Be able to carry this one across too. Chaussette has to play safe.
Well, it brought them so much success last week for PSG was challenge game, and it is not going their way in this game or the previous two.
Farah onto the wall. Fruity looks for it, but Cassio sends it away. Chaussette towards the back. Farah lofts it high. Here comes Fruity, a nice aerial shot. Cassio makes the save, but Chaussette crowds the box and ties the game. 2:37 left to go, and we're all tied up.
It's just great understanding from Chaussette. Saw it go high and says, yeah, well, let's try and force something here, because if Cassio hits that ball, it's either going to go straight up, and it'll be a weak touch off the ceiling that maybe he can get another hit off the backboard for his teammates, or it won't happen, and he'll just punch it home.
The clears a weakness we pinpointed early on in the series for Triple Trouble. Ronicky now dropping this beat. One. Oh, Farah gets this one high and away. The offensive pressure suddenly materialized for Triple Trouble, but they're not able to convert it. We'll stay tied up. Fruity airborne. A win-on-one. Cassio off the wall. Farah's not going to be there. Ronicky shoots from the midfield. Chaussette saves it to the side. He moves out, picks up his own boost. Ronicky still crowds, but then decides to back off, leave space for Tadpole to move in. Now Cassio crowding the box as well. Fruity pass two is behind Tadpole, but Ronicky finds the corner. 3 players aggressively positioned from Triple Trouble results in a goal.
This is just, where's the challenge game for PSG? Farah and Fruity have a little bit of a disconnect there. It's a poor clear from Fruity as well. A slow one on the ground.
Well, if Farah hadn't double committed on the first one, he would have been on the goal line for the relatively slow shot from Ronicky.
But you can understand why Farah wants to take that ball instead of Fruity, because Farah's touch goes up the wall and stays with him. Fruity's goes right to the defense.
PSG trailing again. Tadpole putting more pressure on the net. As the 1v1 game has been slowly creeping more and more in Triple Trouble's favor. It was looking good for PSG at the beginning of this game. But now the challenges, the 1v1 mechanics.
All right, they've got him in a one-on-one again. Chaussette
with the shot, put it just a bit high. Fruity now following it up. Ronicky can't get it off to the side. Farah looks for the read, but it's onto the hood of Tadpole, and he carries it past Farah. Now Chaussette has to backtrack and carry it to his own corner. A great opportunity for PSG results in disaster.
Cassio, chance to put one, and just right into waiting arms of Chaussette, and he's through one.
He's through one. He's got the ceiling. Risk for the change up on Tadpole, but Ronicky bails him out. Now up to his teammate, looking for the shot over the top of Farah. 1 minute remaining. Fruity pass one. Putting the team on his back as he carries this up the field. Now pass two. Across the field to Farah. Onto the backboard. Chaussette's airborne. Looks for the shot. Puts it off the crossbar. And Farah can't sneak in another one.
And it all comes back to haunt him. Off season, start of the season, PSG, shot. No goals. And they had everyone on Triple Trouble beat there. It was just get it under the crossbar.
Tadpole with a miss. Chaussette falling back. Farah on the back line, but it's giving so much space. Challenge from Ronicky is neutral at best. Now Chaussette to carry over two, looking to sneak it under, but Tadpole gets it off to the side. Farah back in the middle. Fruity's airborne. Can he find the shot? Doesn't make contact. Ronicky drops it soft, and Cassio's able to block it. 30 seconds remaining. Ronicky's touch should be onto Chaussette's hood. He jumps it behind both his teammates. Fruity having to take so much time just to get this ball back under control gave room for Tadpole to find the read and get it onto the backboard. Now out to Fruity. Back into the orange with 13 seconds remaining. Over to Cassio with 2 players just on top of each other from PSG. Nobody in a position to make contact, and Fruity misses on the wall. 4 seconds remaining. Farah's got it into the middle, but there's nobody there. Triple Trouble, the reverse sweep of PSG.